Travel can leave the body feeling stiff, tight, and sluggish. This practice is designed to restore circulation, release tension, and help you move comfortably again. Whether you've been in a car, on a plane, or sitting for long periods, this class will help you reset. Let's begin. Welcome, I'm Andrea, and I'll be your guide. Meet me on the mat in the tabletop position. Come on around and we'll get started right away. So what we'll do is we'll land with our hands directly below our shoulders and our knees directly below our hips. Take a big inhale as you look down at the mat and lengthen up the spine. On the exhale, now you're just going to tap your big toes together behind you and sit back on your heels. Come on into child's pose. So as you ease your way down to child's pose, I want you to take your forehead to the mat and bring it as close to your knees as you can. Have your arms up overhead for the moment. Just give your lower back a really great stretch out. Take those nice deep inhalations into the low back and belly. Really filling the space and exhaling to release over the legs. Just release the whole body. Take all the tension out as much as possible. Inhaling nice and deep. And exhaling as you bring yourself into stillness after traveling. Just allow the body to come to rest. And linger here for one more nice cycle of breath on a deep inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Releasing. Right over the legs. That's the way. Good. And on your next inhale, come on up to all fours. Once again, come on back up to the tabletop position. Reposition the hands to be sure they're directly below your shoulders. And inhale now to lengthen up the spine. We're going to work into some cat-cows now and limber up our spine a little bit. So on the inhale, you're going to go ahead and drop your belly and lift the head. On the exhale, you take your forehead down towards your thighs, arch your back up to the sky, and come on into cat. Tuck in the tailbone. Really press into your mat. Good. Inhale now to release. Drop the belly, lift the head. And exhaling as we curl it on down. Curl it down, tucking in the tailbone, arching the back up to the sky as we press into our mat. Inhale to release the belly. And drop the belly, lifting the head into cow. Feel that nice stretch across the chest area. And exhaling to curl it down, curl it on down, pressing in the mat, tuck in the tailbone. Now squeeze your navel up toward your spine here as well. Really press and lift. Good. Last time, drop the belly, lift the head. And exhaling to curl it on down, pressing into the mat as we go, pressing in. Arching the back up to the sky, tucking it in. Good work. And inhale, release to neutral. And exhale fully and completely. Now on our next inhale, take a step forward with your right, take a step forward with your left hand. Drop down to your elbows where your hands were and follow all the way down to the mat, either with your forehead, and if that's available to you, go ahead and take it down to your chin. That's a little bit deeper. Take a nice big inhales into the low back and belly and extended waiting puppy. Really feel that expansion in the chest area as you take a deep inhale. And exhaling to allow yourself to sink down towards the mat. Take another big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. And on our next inhale, go ahead and walk your hands back. Come on back up to all fours. And exhale it out. Good. And from here, we're going to go into thread the needle. Take your right hand, slip it in behind the left wrist, lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Good, and now take your left hand, stack it on top of your right hand, and when you're ready, go ahead and inhale the left arm right on up overhead. Exhale, go ahead and bind that left arm behind you if it's available to you. Take your time on this on a big inhale. If that's too deep, you just allow your hand to come up overhead or just remain with your palms stacked on top of one another. Take another big inhale. Full complete exhale as you release. This is a very deep shoulder release and a little bit of a twist in there. Good. Now on your next inhale, now take your left arm right up overhead. Exhale, placing the palm down in front of the face and press up to all fours. So you're going to use your breath as you power back up into the tabletop position. Inhale to look straight down the mat, lengthening up the spine. Exhale now to take the left arm, slip it in behind the right wrist, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, stack your right hand over your left hand, and now inhale the right arm up overhead. And if it's available to you, go ahead and bind it behind you. That's the way. Good. Release and the exhale. Remain here for a nice big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. And on your next inhale, take your right arm right on up overhead. Exhale, place the palm right in front of the face and power up to all fours on the exhale. That's the way. Good work. Inhale to a nice lengthening up of the spine, and exhale as we come back into child's pose. So once again, tap your big toes together, sit back on your heels, and come back into child's pose. We're not going to stay here very long. We're just going to readjust the spine and straighten it up. Take a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Inhale now to come back up to all fours. And exhale it out. And as you exhale now, just take your knees behind. Just walk them back 1 or 2 steps. Position your shoulders right up over your hands and now lower yourself down onto the mat. Nice and gentle. Lower yourself down. We're going to press up into a cobra. So having your hands directly below your shoulders, keep your elbows tucked in nice and tight to the body. Just allow your legs to be released and relaxed out behind you. On the inhale now, swoop your nose up toward the sky and then press up a little bit with your arms. Just do a nice little mini cobra, nothing serious. Exhaling to bring it back to the mat. And sinking the breath once again, we inhale as we swoop the nose up toward the sky. Press up a little bit more. It's a great release for the low back, and exhaling as we return to the mat. Last time, go ahead on a big inhale, swoop the nose up toward the sky. Press up a little bit more. Come on into cobra. And exhaling as we return. Beautiful work. Good. Keep your hands just right where they are. Take a big inhale as you look down at your mat. Exhale, press up, and come on back into child's pose. As you start to walk your hands back, once your hands get to in front of your knees, go ahead and unweight yourself. Pull your knees out to the sides with your big toes touching together. We're going to go into a wide child's pose. So from wide child's pose, the trick here is to make sure we hinge forward from the hips. So once you get into position, just start to walk your hands forward as you keep your head up a little bit. Just keep your head up as you walk your hands forward. That's the way. You're going to keep your spine nice and straight. Now you can go ahead and stack your hands one on top of the other and just place your head on the back of your hands. Take a nice deep inhalation when you get here. And a full, complete exhalation. And release. Inhale again, nice and deep. Just take your time on this. And a full, complete exhale. And we'll linger here for one more cycle of breath. Just give it time for those hips to release on another big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Beautiful work. Go ahead on your next inhale. Press up with your hands. Walk your hands back towards the body. Now bring your knees in together. They don't have to be right together, but comfortably apart. And now go ahead and just drape yourself right over your legs. Once again, come into child's pose. And bring your forehead to the mat. Now, in this child's pose, you may want to curl your arms down by your sides. The first child's pose we did, we had our arms up overhead. That was a good stretch for the low back. If you curl your arms down by your sides, now you're going to get a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. It's also very restful to be in this position. Go ahead and exhaling fully and completely over the legs. Allow yourself to drape right over the body. That's the way. Take all the tension out as much as you can. We have a lot of reverberation we accumulate in the body when we travel. And child's pose is a great way to discharge those reverberations and bring ourselves back into a steadiness. Let's linger here for one more cycle of breath on a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Beautiful. Now inhale. Go ahead and sit up. On your haunches, come forward. And we're going to work our way into a downward dog. So go ahead and land your hands directly below the shoulders. Take your feet out to the sides. Dig in your toes. Inhale to look straight down at the mat as you lengthen up the spine. And on the exhale, now you're going to start to pick your knees and hips up to the sky. And walk your feet back. Good. First downward dog of the day. If your heels don't land on the mat, that's quite all right. If they're up off the mat and you're on your tippy toes, that's just fine. With time, you will get the flexibility in your calves and your hamstrings. It's just a matter of being a little bit stiff. And once those muscles start to respond and start to lengthen up, your heels will be able to land on the mat. Take a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale as you allow the head and neck to bob towards the floor. Good. Now from here, we're going to inhale, look up at the top of your mat between your hands. Exhale, take your left knee, slide it to the back side of your left wrist. Lower yourself down and straighten your right leg out back behind you. We're going to go into king pigeon. From here, start to walk your hands back. Walk your hands back and press yourself into the upright position. It's really lengthening out the front part of the hip area, which shortens on us when we travel or when we sit for too long. Another big inhale, exhaling to just sink it down. Just sink it down, that's the way. Take another nice big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Good. Take another big inhale. And on your exhale now, walk it forward with your left hand and your right hand. Dig in your right toe. Make sure you take all your weight onto the right toe with a straight leg. Take another big inhale. Exhale, step back into a high plank. Step back with the left foot. come into high plank. Good. And take another big inhale. Exhale. Kick your hips up to the sky. Come into downward dog. Walk it forward. Take another nice big inhale on this downward dog. And a full, complete exhale. Inhale now once again to look up top of your mat between your hands. Exhale, take the right knee, slide it to the back side of the right hand, and straighten the left leg out behind you. Good. Inhale now as you walk your hands back, bringing the upper body into the upright position. And exhaling fully and completely to allow the hips to sink down. So once again, we're really opening up this front part, the anterior aspect of the left hip. Taking those big inhales and full, complete exhale. Inhale now once again, nice and deep. Good work. And go ahead on your exhales. Take a step forward with the left hands. Take a step forward with the right hand. Dig in your left toe, straightening up the left leg, and take a big inhale. Exhale, step back with the right leg. Come on into high plank. Exhale it out. Good. Take another big inhale. You got this. Exhale, take the hips up to the sky. Walk it forward. Come on into downward dog. Take another nice big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. And inhale now to look up at the top of your mat. Exhale, tap down onto your knees. Swing your feet around. Come on into seated position. And bring your feet out in front of you. There. Good work. Good work. I'm just going to adjust the microphone here. Hope it wasn't too much of a problem. We're going to sit up here in staff pose for a moment. So having your feet out straight out in front, pull your toes towards you a little bit, locate your sits bones, and stack your head right on up over your shoulders, shoulders right on up over our hips. Bring ourselves into good posture. Just allow your palms to remain at rest on either side of the body with your fingers facing forward. Good. Take a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Now from here, go ahead and bend your right knee. Place the sole of your right foot to the inside of the left leg. And inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale it out. Now take your hands out to a little A-frame and inhale them now straight on up overhead. We're going to go into a bent leg forward fold. Reach right on up at the top, and on the exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Come on down toward the floor. Now we want to aim for the inside of the left leg to keep our spine nice and straight. As you work your way down, take your time. Take those nice big inhales. And when you get down to as far as you are able to go, just exhaling to allow the head and neck to go soft. Take those deep inhalations into the low back and belly, really creating lots of space in the hip area. And exhaling, take any tension out of the right hip or the right knee. And as we sink it down, take your time, really stretching out that hamstring. And we're also stretching out the top part of the right hip area right now. It's a big muscle on top of the hip bone, which was giving it some love. Really take those breaths down deep and create lots of space in there. Take any notice if you have any pinching or grabbing anywhere. And the head goes soft. Beautiful. Inhale now. Walk your hands back. Come on back up to sitting and straighten your right leg out to meet the left leg. Beautiful work. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale to take the left foot now. Placing the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right leg, either below the knee or above the knee. Try to avoid being right on the knee. Generally speaking, just above the knee would be probably most comfortable. Once again, take your hands out to an A frame and go ahead to inhale. Nice and tall and a big lift up at the top. Stretch it out. Good work. In exhaling, hinging forward from the hips, landing your hands, and once again, aiming for the inside of the the right leg so that we keep our spine nice and straight. We don't want any twisting on the spine. Inhale nice and deeply, really using the breath here. And exhaling fully and completely. Inhaling nice and deep once again. Really take your time on this. Very deep hamstring stretch on the exhales, just allowing the head and neck to go soft. Try and find some comfort in what could otherwise be a somewhat uncomfortable pose. Good. Let's linger here for one more cycle of breath. Full, complete exhale. Beautiful work. Go ahead on the inhale. Start to walk the hands back. Come on up to sitting. And exhaling to bring the left leg down to meet the right leg. Beautiful. Now from here, just bend your knees slightly. Have your heels placed on the mat. Pull your toes towards you. Take your hands out to the sides in a little A-frame and inhale them now. Both arms right on up overhead. Feel like somebody's pulling on your wrist, pulling you up. And now on the exhale, you're just going to hinge forward from the hips. Come on into a forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Now, when we keep our knees bent, we're keeping our back nice and straight. Once you get down to a certain point, if at this point you want to straighten out the legs, you may certainly go ahead and do that. Just kind of a cheater way to get around all the resistance that the hamstrings are likely to give us as we try and stretch them out. Inhaling and exhaling, and once you get into position and your back is nice and straight, hinging forward from the hips, come on down to as far as you can go. And once you're able to get to that point, just allow the head and neck to go soft. Inhale deeply into the low back and belly. And exhaling fully and completely. Release, release, release. You could just silently say that to yourself to coax those big muscles along. The hamstrings are very notoriously stubborn, tight muscle. You just want to kind of talk to it nicely, encourage it. Take those big inhales deeply into the low back and belly, really creating lots of space here. Exhaling fully and completely. Release, release, release. That's the way. Take another big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. And inhale now to tighten up the legs slightly as you start to walk your hands back. Come on back up to sitting. And exhale it out. Good. And just to counter stretch the forward bend, Take your hands, swing them behind your back. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Press your hands and wrists down toward the mat. And on your inhale, just pick your arms and wrists up toward the sky. Do a little counter stretch to that forward bend. Big inhale as you fill the body with air, and exhaling to release the hands. Coming back into staff pose. Inhale nice and tall. And exhaling fully and completely. Beautiful work. Go ahead now and take your legs to one side of the body, the other. We're going to swing ourselves around, land on all fours, and we're going to make our way into downward dog once again. So once you're in the tabletop position, go ahead and dig in your toes. Take a big inhale as you look down at the mat. And on the exhale, now you start to pick up the knees, hips up to the sky, and walk it back. Good. You might feel a little bit more flexible after doing the forward folds. You may feel a little more flexible now in this downward dog. Go ahead and take a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Inhale to look up at the top of the mat. Exhale, take a hop, skip, or jump. Come on up to between your hands. From here, let's catch a half lift. So just place your hands just below your knees, straightening out the arms, straightening out the legs. Come into an L shape as you look straight down at the mat. Now your head's going to be a little bit above the heart, and that just returns our blood to the body nice and gradual. Take another big inhale. And on the exhale, now just go ahead and forward bend. And as you start to come forward, bend your knees. Take your feet out to about hip width or fist width apart, either or. Drape yourself right over your thighs. Come on into rag doll. From here, you can pick up your arms and hold your elbows with opposite hands. Take those nice deep inhalations. And on the exhalation, just feel the spine lengthening up. Allow the head to hang. Big inhales and exhales as the spine lengthens up. And we get up off of our discs in our back. And the low back in particular takes a bit of a beating when we travel. This is one way just to allow the spine to lengthen up, turn to normal, giving it some space in there, opening up the space in the SI joint as well, the sacroiliac joint. Big inhales and exhales to release. That's the way. And lengthen it up. Good. And on our next inhale now, come on back up to a half lift. Just placing the hands below the knees, straightening the arms, straightening the legs. Big inhales and full complete exhales. Another nice big inhale. Now exhale to hinge forward from the hips. Just come into a little forward bend. A little forward bend. We're just going to tap down, nothing serious. Do a little forward bend. Boom. And inhale now, come on up to standing. So if you need to bend your knees coming up to standing, back up to mountain pose, you go right ahead and do that. Take your arms right on up overhead. Interlace your fingers and exhale it out. Good. Now with your hands up overhead, take another big inhale. Lift your pointer fingers and your wrists up to the sky, and on the exhale, take a little back bend. Just a little back bend, nothing too serious. Good. Take a big inhale as you engage your abdominals. Hold it. And exhale, release the hands. Bring the arms down by your sides, palms facing forward, returning to mountain pose. And give Give a little roll out to your shoulders. Oh, good work. And returning to mountain pose.